Good morning, Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Monday morning. It is the 17th day of April, 2023. Hope you're getting a day off to a good start. As I look out the window here from the home weather office, it kind of looks like a Monday. We have a lot of clouds, certainly a lot different than the way the weekend looked. And what we're going to see during the day today is mostly cloudy skies. And eventually, by tonight and tomorrow, there are going to be some showers in the area. There's going to be some Sierra snow. And it's also going to get colder. Over the weekend, both days were in the 70s, 73 Saturday, 70 on Sunday. And today, maybe mid-60s. And I think Tuesday, Wednesday might even be cooler than that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the rain, talk about the snow, as well as the cold that we can expect over the next couple of days, at least cold for this time of year. So let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at the satellite this morning. A couple of things going on here. As you can see, wide band of clouds here from, let's say, Sacramento to the north. But once you get down to the southern part of the valley and even the central coast and farther south, there isn't much in the way of cloud cover other than the marine layer that's in Southern California. When you go farther north, you can see this line of clouds right here, nice sweep of clouds. That's the main front that's coming through, the band of clouds. And then underneath it, this is an interesting feature. This is marine layer. So here's the coast and the bay, and as you can see, we had onshore flow during the night. And what this does is it takes basically the marine layer, or at least cool air, and it condenses the moisture that's in the air. So this is what the low overcast that's banked up in the lower foothills in the eastern part of the valley. So this would be Sacramento County here, San Joaquin County. And so all along Highway 49 and down the hill, there's a lower overcast. And in other areas, there is a thinner overcast. And certainly on the west slope, you can see that even better, these high, thin clouds. So you can still see Tahoe in the snow cover. But in these areas, you can't see the sky at all other than the low overcast. So it really depends on where you are. The clouds are a little bit thinner farther south, a little bit thicker farther north. And this little feature will take a little while to burn off, but it will burn off. And otherwise, we'll have mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. All right, let's get to the models and what we're going to see in terms of precipitation. I'm just going to show you all the HRRR model. The HRRR is a high-resolution model, and in short-term forecast, because it only goes out 48 hours to the most, some of the runs are a little bit shorter than that. It does a pretty good job. Sometimes it overdoes things, sometimes it underdoes things, but for the most part, it does a pretty good job. So let's go through the day today. This is, I'll stop it at 5 o'clock this afternoon. You can see that band of rain up on the north coast. Nothing from the Central Valley, nothing in the Sierra. So again, this is 5 o'clock this afternoon. Let's get into tonight. This is 10 o'clock tonight. And then this is around midnight. Some very light showers coming through the valley. Snow in Plumas County. Snow level will likely be around 4,000 feet with light accumulations. There may be some snow starting on Interstate 80, and again, that's at midnight. And then during the night, this is 5 o'clock in the morning, we have snow in the Sierra, again, 5,000 feet. Some very light showers going through the valley. This is 5 o'clock first thing Tuesday morning, and then I'll go ahead another couple of hours so that by the time we get to around 8 or 9 o'clock, most areas are now dry, other than maybe some sprinkles or some snow showers. As we go through the rest of the day on Tuesday, as colder air comes in, we could have a little bit of instability. And by that, I mean, if we get some sun, we may see some showers develop, little convective showers, as we call them. But I don't expect to see a widespread thunderstorm sort of situation. It just doesn't quite look right for it this time. The parameters aren't quite right for it. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's some spotty showers that pop up on Tuesday afternoon, as well as snow showers in the Sierra. That's what you would have here, right in here. And this is after dark on Tuesday. These little spotty little showers. Maybe a thunderstorm, but again, the parameters just don't look that great for it. And then everything dries out as we head into Wednesday with rain showers staying off to our north. So how much rain are we talking about? This is the total. And as you can see, as I scroll over the valley, you can see every now and then it pops up a 1/100th of an inch or so. So yeah, we're just not getting much rain in the valley. Into the foothills, it gets up around 2/10, and then you get into some of the higher elevations of Plumas County, Nevada County, Sierra County. We're talking about 1/3 to 1/2 an inch of rain. And in terms of snow, this is total snow accumulation. Some of these amounts I think are a little too high. I think more like 4 to 8 inches is going to be right. However, the thing about the snow is that On Tuesday morning, and maybe, for any of you going to be on the road on the overnight hours, midnight, 5 a.m. on Tuesday, but especially from, Tuesday morning, let's say up till about noontime, there'll likely be chain controls. And, it's going to be the 18th day of April, and we haven't had much snow in a while, but 4 to 8 inches of snow is plenty enough that we will have chain controls. So, don't be caught off guard on that. And we'd be talking about on Interstate 80, maybe on 50. It's just the farther south you go, the less snow we're going to see. And even though I've been talking about snow level of 4,000 feet, I just don't think we're going to see much in places like Pollock Pines or Arnold. I just don't think there's going to be that much there, maybe an inch, something like that. So I don't think it's really going to be an issue for travel or anything like that. But behind all of this, it is going to turn colder again. So let me get to that. I'm using the HRRR here also to show temperatures. Now, I don't use these for exact temperature forecasts, but I'll just kind of give you some ballparks. So this is this afternoon at 5 o'clock. We'll call it the warmest part of the day. And as I scroll over the valley, you can see mid-60s. 63, 65, something like that. I think 64, 65 seems like a reasonable number. And then in the foothills, upper 50s. I want to show you that as reference. So now let's go ahead 24 hours to Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And here, it'll take a second for it to catch up. Now we're talking about temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. I think if we get any sun, it's going to be, we'll easily get to around 62 or 63. But what I wanted to point out here is just the difference that the model is showing. So instead of 65, it's showing 57. So, and this, according to the model, an 8-degree drop as we head between Monday and Tuesday. And again, I don't think we'll see, if we get any sun, it's tough to see a temperature at this time of year that's a 57 or 55 degrees. But what I can point out is that first thing on Wednesday morning, and as I scroll over the valley, you can see valley temperatures are in the 38, 39 range, but getting into the foothills, they're more like 32, 33. And this is what I talked about last night in the briefing last night, is that I do think that on Wednesday morning, Wednesday is probably going to be the coldest morning we're going to see, and that's when we could have some frost in the foothills. So for those of you that have put out any, started gardening, let's say, I do think that Wednesday morning we could see temperatures down around 32 in Grass Valley, and Colfax, and maybe Auburn, certainly Placerville. And of course, it's the colder valleys as well. The cold air likes to sink down into valleys. And I do think that some of the colder valleys will have some frost on Wednesday morning. After that, things start to warm up. And I still think that as we head toward the weekend, the weather will get warmer. And with any luck, that possibility of frost on Wednesday morning might be the last one we see this week. So I should say this year. So keep your fingers crossed for those of you that are worried about any late season frost, that maybe Wednesday will be our last chance of that. And again, we're talking about the foothills. I don't think we have to worry about that on the valley floor. So that's everything I have for you today on this Monday morning. Let's see. I will be at work today. I'll be in the real office and be on KCRA at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. No Facebook chat tonight. There will be one tomorrow night. So thanks for stopping by. If you like these morning updates, feel free to subscribe and make it a great day.